Hello! So now for the last two levels in my level set here. I don't know how scary it is to have a boulder just drop down like that at the start. It's like, oh no, something's moving. What's going on? I haven't even had any time to think yet. So yeah, arranging the boulders in the right way, let that one drop off and let the spirit find its way to its cage. We don't need to watch it do that. Now, yeah, don't forget to take that diamond, that can end up badly if you don't. A little bit of a chase there, but nothing too hair-raising, that's okay. Yeah, and that's the best way to crack the egg so that it doesn't get, the monster doesn't hide around places and that. And this, you can just like stick off the boulder off to the side there and clear out the rest of the diamonds. It's fine. You kind of need to get out of the way quickly for this spirit to come up here. We might as well clear out that dirt now. The spirit's not going to get anywhere near it. And whilst we're waiting for the spirit to get ahead of us, we just collect a few things. Not that one we just passed. Into this little, very close area, which I obviously couldn't put very complicated puzzles in, but you know, it's something to think about at least. Yeah, here, obviously get things in the right way, otherwise you might block off that diamond. Be careful about stepping around the skulls. Yeah, and get that boulder prepared. This area, I thought, well, I could put some more into it, but then if there's not a lot into it, you might start thinking, oh, you know, is this more complicated than what it seems? And, you know, minimal is an interesting way to go at times. So yeah, that's possibly the easiest boulder to use to get rid of that monster there. Now we're not coming back through here, so we grab the diamond in front of the fungus. Yeah, finally we get to let the spirit out of there. I think the boulders were kind of slightly trolling us there. And then to the time bomb. Fairly simple when you know what to do. And then the last level, which is not fairly simple when you know what to do. You have to actually be able to execute it. And the spirits and getting the timing between the spirits is what makes this level difficult. So we drop the rock down there. Doesn't really cause any problems, but if you do dizzy one of the spirits, it's quite easy just to get another rock from up on the side to drop down. We should clear out these diamonds here so when these rocks here drop down, they don't get in the way and block off our access to those diamonds later on. Yeah, we're just waiting for these spirits to come up to the top now. Oh, one thing I've kind of noticed about the Around the World engine, it seems if there's lots of spirits on the level, it won't do the same thing as the Reptron 3 engine does. You might imagine they're similar things, but the Reptron 3 engine, when there's lots of spirits on the level but they're not on the screen, it goes fairly quickly. But when there's lots of oh yeah, when there's spirits aren't on the screen, it goes fairly quickly, but when they are on the screen, it slows down. In the Around the World engine, it seems that the whole game slows down when there's more spirits, so that when you actually come across the spirits, it doesn't, just suddenly slow the game down. But yeah, okay, so we're clearing the dirt around in kind of a big circle here, putting that there so that when the spirits come past here, we can just wait for them. and then push this across so they don't take too much time to go around. And wait for these, because I've played this level quite a few times. I kind of have an idea of when the spirits are going to be appearing in different places. But yeah, you kind of have to get a rhythm for the level and kind of know when spirits are going to be in a certain place. And if you end up doing something that's not quite to the plan that you normally follow, then it can get a bit hair-raising. But yeah, once getting that one cage attached to the edge, I just come back down here, and then I can use this boulder, since we don't need it to attach to the cage now, to attach this one. And we can clear a little path up the middle, and then you don't have to run in here after the spirits, but if you want to, you can. And then just making as economical use of the boulders as possible, we just reuse these. It's always good to reuse things when you can. This environmental message brought to you from, well, me. And yeah, keeping the diamonds up there in a certain place makes it easier to push the boulders across into the place that you want them to be, rather than having to go like around the whole bottom part of the level just to push a boulder across. And here we need one more, but in this point we're going to have to take away one of those boulders and kind of go around a bit, but we can take a shortcut through here since we don't need to do anything else. But unfortunately the spirits decide to take our shortcuts with us, and so before those other spirits come down and kind of make us wait around a bit more, we just push the boulder across and setting something up for later. And remember not to take the diamond that's right by the skull there. It's very important to keep it there. So we let out a few boulders. There's a couple here which we can let down, and then one here. And they should arrange themselves nicely down there. Yep. And then when this, yep, no, the spirits have gone in the cages there, so we can push this boulder all the way across to join that cage up there. And whilst we're waiting for the remaining spirit to come past, there it is, we can just clear out this little area here. So there we go. We can go into the cage now. Thank you very much. And then just doing a quick check over to make sure I've got everything in the bottom area. And yeah, before dropping everything down, yeah, just do a check on this side to get that diamond before we drop a bunch of other rocks down on it. Yeah, as I was saying, before dropping all the boulders down, just clear out a bit of the dirt here so it gives it more space for all the boulders to drop into. Yeah, when I was designing this level, I had the time bomb down at the bottom there, but I thought, well, having a cage puzzle down there and then keeping enough dirt around so that you could make sure that the boulders didn't fall on the time bomb and such was just making it a bit too difficult, really. And yeah, this is just like clearing up the last few bits and pieces here. When you've got those kind of pyramids of boulders and diamonds, you have to be very careful about how you take down the pyramids. It's always good to go layer by layer and push the ones from the outside outwards, as I'm doing here. And try not to get too far ahead of yourself, otherwise you might end up doing something which traps one of the diamonds. And in all of that, we've kept the fungus all nicely away from getting in our way. But now the time's come to let the fungus go. Well, it's growing a bit quickly, isn't it? Let's try and get out of here as fast as we can then. And there we go. The end of the level set. Well, thank you very much for watching through this, and I'll see you next time.